Okay, my name is Carl Jones. I'm the outfitter for Sheerwater Guide Service here in Missoula, Montana. My roots are, my dad was a fishing outfitter in central and eastern Oregon. And I kind of spent my whole life being in the fishing business, even before I was a fishing guide. Always going on fishing trips all summer long, and kind of not necessarily fell into this job, but I was always meant to kind of have this job. And so along the way, graduated college, worked in Idaho, Oregon, Montana, South America, various different times, and kind of always felt like Missoula, Montana was home. We fished the Bitterroot, the Blackfoot, Clark Fork, and the Missouri rivers, and then all of their tributaries. There's an amazing abundance of fishable water within about an hour's drive of Missoula. And our season runs sometime, say, mid-March, March 15th, all the way through the end of October. We have definitely the longest dry fly fishing season of anywhere in the lower 48 states. Probably the neatest thing that I get to see through the course of my job is people's responses to epic days of fishing, you know, and to the amazing thing. Even when they're great fishermen, or I'm thinking of one situation this spring, let's see here, maybe first week of April, and these guys fish a lot all over the world. They're very, very, very good fishermen, and they fished a lot with me in Missoula. And we had this day on the upper Bitterroot this year that, you know, it was okay. By lunch we had a handful of fish, and mornings are always slow. But the squalla hatch that came off in the afternoon was unbelievable. I mean, blanket hatch, you hardly ever see lots of them. There was squallas everywhere and fish busting them. And it was these two guys that have fished all over the world, caught huge trout, huge tarpon, everything, and are like two kids in a candy store, just catching trout after trout after trout after trout after trout. Unbelievable, to the point where at 5 o'clock, as the hatch started to taper down, we've still got 12 miles of water to go down, because the fishing had been so good we'd barely been going anywhere, catching 20, 30 fish per run. It was unbelievable. And so, you know, I'm like, okay, it's 5 o'clock, guys, we got 12 miles. We're gonna fish 4 spots. They're like, no, we're not gonna fish any more at all. We're done. I was like, really? We can still catch more. It's not over yet. They're like, no, it's over. We're done. And these two guys spent the whole next 2 hours that I was rowing 12 miles without fishing at all, just giggling and recounting stories. And, you know, it was one of those memorable experiences that they were so profoundly happy about. And so it was really kind of a neat experience to share it with two guys that really have seen just about everything, and that kind of topped it all. I guess where Bitterroot Boatworks started is the fact that I love wood boats, and I love rowing wood boats. And in Montana, the specific boats that I needed for this water were not being created or designed, and there weren't kits for them and that sort of thing. And so I had to start from scratch to build the ultimate fishing boat for myself to guide out of. So slowly but surely I built one for myself, and I built another one, and then I built some for other people, and there it goes. It turned into an actual company. Where now I'm taking a couple orders a year to build boats. But it all stems from the fact that I'm a fishing guide and I row boats for a living, and have spent a lot of time developing what needs to be developed to perfect the ultimate rowing fishing vessel for Montana rivers, Idaho rivers, Oregon rivers. And out of that is where Bitterroot Boatworks came from.
Mm-hmm.